How would we know the blessing of the daytime if there was no night? How would we know that the resting in the night except by knowing that there is a day? And so forth. So this kind of duality in everything that Allah has created, right? And He says, we have created everything in pairs, right? That doesn't just mean male and female, right? It also means pairs in everything. Adversity, good health, bad health, adversity, ease. These are all pairs, right? And it's these pairings, right? This oscillation between two things which gives you a more intimate knowledge of God. That's why qalb is called qalb. Qalb in Arabic means the oscillating thing. يتقلب. The Prophet ﷺ, his dua, يا مقلب القلوب ثبتني على دينك أو على إيمانك. Oh, the one who oscillates the hearts, who brings them back and forth, keep me firm, ثبت, right? Because the thabat is kind of the other pairing to a taqlib, right? So something that is going back and forth versus something that is thabit. So the heart, they describe it as a one-way channel, right? There are not two hearts in the one chest cavity of man, as the Quran says. That means you cannot be partially focused on one thing and partially focused on something else. It's not possible. This whole multitasking business that people talk about is nonsense. Even I've read various studies as of late that it really is nonsense. You can't actually multitask, right? You can only be focused on one thing and you put the other things in the background, right? So our focus should be Allah completely. That doesn't mean we live in a cave and we neglect everything else, but we see everything via the divine prism, right? Everything that we do, right, we're looking with the divine prism. Like the Hadith al-Qudsi says, that there's nothing more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala except that which He has made obligatory upon His servants. And then they do the nawafil, then they do the extra voluntary deeds until uhibba, until I love them. So then if I love them, then I become the hearing by which they hear, the seeing by which they see things, the feet by which they move, and the hand by which they strike. What does that mean? Right? Does it mean there's like this incarnation of God in man? Absolutely not. That's impossible. But what it means is that you begin to see everything via the divine eye, right? The divine presence, because it's all around you, but you just have to be tuned into it, right? In your days you'll find nafahat. You'll find these spiritual breezes, should you not avail yourself of it. So it's there, but your channel isn't tuned in, right? It's broadcasting, right? The Allah channel is always broadcasting, but we're not tuning in. We're tuned into other stuff, right? And when we try to fine-tune it, a lot of white noise, background noise, but the closer you get, then the more clear it's going to be. So it's about keeping that kind of one-way focus on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he defines this as the manner by which to recognize those three things, the blessing. So to reiterate, the light of the intellect, the lightening of the understanding of showing complete gratitude to Allah, and then finally taking a moral lesson for those who are in adverse situations around us.